Masters Grand Final.
Got shot, please.
I think it's get type out.
Stay warm, boys. Bloody Mark, just keep taking my ball away. Get close and they rip it out. Out of pain, I'd have the perfect ball and they won't leave it there. What's the point of getting close?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this Bowls SA live stream down here at Club Holdfast, the men's singles final. We've got Ashley Halls from Lockleys Bowling Club up against a regular on the stream, Sam, in John O'Voigt. And welcome to the stream, Sam.
Thanks, mate. Glad to be back again for the second one today. Should be a cracker here. Two boys have played their 3 games to get through to this final, so definitely earned their stripes.
So the green did just get a quick roll, and I know Ash did lose his first jack roll in the roll up into the ditch, so has picked up a little bit. May take a couple of ends just for them to find their speed again. So Ash there with the red bowls, with the red stickers. Jono Voigt with these sort of purpley looking bowls with blue stickers. Jono, of course, off the back of a pairs win and a fours win this week.
Should be accustomed to playing at this time right here. Good starter there. Was he this 3 days in a row going for the final? Was it day in between?
No, it is.
3 days in a row.
Good call. Wednesday was the fours. Took home the chocolates. Yesterday the pairs. Also taking home the chocolates. And today's in the singles. So
in good form.
Yeah, pretty good shot there from Ash Halls. Adds a little bit of space to draw. Jono Voigt, second bowl for this game. Drawn a very good second shot. So we do have the ladies' final also occurring next door. We just saw Anna Panchawat win her way through that semi-final against her auntie Carly Moffat. She's facing off against Yvonne Kelly. See the scoreboard down the bottom of your screen. We'll try and keep that updated throughout this game.
Try there by Ash, just clipping the shot bowl. Probably still too light. Jono doesn't have to adjust a whole lot here with this one. He's tracking pretty well. Just slipped under. Probably nearly close to counting though. Nice changing over the forehand. You can see if he's just trying to draw this. A bit of kitty movement is all him. But no impact. He could be nearly under the pump for a full count start. Just sailed through.
Yeah, interesting choice to switch, Sam. Played three pretty reasonable bowls on that backhand. Didn't need to adjust much. Guess maybe thought his chances were maybe a little bit better with that last one of Jono's. Gives a good guide as well, I guess, to draw inside. However, end one, Jono Voigt jumps to the mat with an opportunity to collect 4 shots. Wide arc. Greens are turning.
Just needs to run the whole way. Looks like he's done enough, maybe.
And he has, Sam. I think this is going to be a full count. It is 4 shots to Jono Voigt to get this singles final underway.
Not a bad start to it. I was talking to him earlier and he just said to me, I'm up. He every game so far he's been down 7-1, 5-0, and he's put himself under the pump from the get-go. So foreign territory so far today.
Played it very well. What a start, Jono Voigt. Ash Hall's sliding pass on the first in the game. Let us know in the comments who you're barracking for. Got the ladies' final also going on next door. Let us know in the comments. Keep trying to give you updates as the games progress. Let us know where you're tuning in from. John O'Voigt. Another very good lawn bowl. He's having the time of his life today, Jono, isn't he, Sam?
I don't know if he never does have the time of his life. He's always got a smile on his face. No matter what the situation is, he's always having a laugh. It's probably one of the best things about him. If he's not talking, he's smiling. He's a very accomplished singles player too. Last year winning the Champions. Commentated that with Smithy against Gary Thompson. He got up 21-20. So it's a discipline that he excels in. It's going to be another counter.
So Ash just wrestling with the weight a little bit here. Because it did just get a roll before this final. So things have changed a little bit. Sliding through again.
Another opportunity here. Could we see 2 full counts to kick it off?
That's it. Probably no real danger at the back, Sam, if the jack was to go back, but I really don't see it getting to the back. Current way it's set up. Just drawing another 4th shot. John O'Voigt. Track is pretty good. Speed's very good too. John O'Voigt. Wow. What a start to this game. Currently holding another 4 shots. Pressure totally on Ash Hall's. Sam, a couple of bowls now up the front on that backhand. Do you think he has a little swinger, a little tickle up there?
There's an option, even if he gets 1 out, gets 2 out. If he gets it right, he does have the back bowls, but he is a pretty steady draw bowler, Ash. Playing a lot in pennants and things like that. He's lined up on the backhand though. Nothing really to lose. 2-bowl target.
So running on the backhand here, Ash Hall's needs to hang on. Not going to. John O'Voigt, wowee. 2 ends played, 2 maximums, takes himself 8-0. Those of you just joining us here for the Bowls SA Paladin State Singles Final. Ash Hall's versus John O'Voigt. John O'Voigt well and truly in control so far. 2 maximums in the first 2 ends.
Can't really get a better start, can you?
Certainly can't.
Not possible.
Certainly can't. Ash just wrestling with the weight a little bit. The green did just get a roll before the final, so conditions have changed. I've seen John on the stream a few times so far this week. Already got a couple of championships titles to his name. And as you said, Sam, did collect the Champion of Champions singles title last year as well. Can he correct? Really needs another 2 or 3 feet. very well. Speed is fantastic. Played last night, Sam, in the pairs. It was definitely a slightly different time to what we're playing now. He struggled a little bit on this backhand away from the club.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't seem to be having too many issues with it so far.
Not yet, no.
Speed was good. Track looks better.
Just asking to slow up a touch. Just running through. Can Ash jump on? Plenty of room.
Still looks a touch quick. Interesting to know what he's holding here now. Looks like he's probably 2, maybe 3. I think that short one probably doesn't quite beat that wing bowl, jack high bowl of Ash's. Plenty of room, no one yet to nail it on this end.
Nails it here, even a little touch just to really cement 3. It's going to add a lot of pressure, but I think this needs to hurry a lot.
Body language expressed how disappointed he was with that.
1 to Jono. Thanks to Rob the marker. Plenty of room. Little nerve settler here for Ash if he can get this. Get on the scoreboard, get into the game. Down a good area. This might help.
It's got to be enough for a shot, I think. Jono not going to give it away, though. Fair enough. Let the man sweat on the way up.
Jono's claiming it. Ash says, let's measure it.
Does look the red on the screen. Obviously, it's always hard to tell. See how far it's in by. Good centimetre. So it looks like we're just getting a quick re-measure. Looked like it was in by at least 2 centimetres, Sam.
Yep. Did enough turning the bowl over. Gets him on the scoreboard. Jono leads 8-1.
So 3 ends played. Paladin State Singles Final. First to 21. Shorter length end. Ash just sliding through. You see those trees on the boundary line of the venue just starting to encroach over this rink. The sun starts to set here at Glenelg. Club Holdfast. It's a great shot from John O'Voy. Ash just underneath, gets a feather on the jack. Not enough to change the outcome. Not a whole lot of correction required here for Ash. Still got to be full draw up to this jack. Can't afford to just reach a little. Speed's okay, still just the one shot. Jono looking to add.
It's on a good line. Touch of overcorrection.
Probably plays a little nuisance on Ash. Maybe a change of hand here, Sam.
Yeah, I think so. Swap over to the wide hand. Just dead draw the shot. Get another close one, even if he gets another second. Because Jono's still got a fair bit of room to count with his next.
Ball draw once again for Ash. Needs to hang around from here. Hasn't played it too badly. It's going to be 2 seconds. Sits jack high. It's a pretty good guide as well for Jono as he gets back to the mat.
Yeah, just beating that on the draw. On the forehand again. From the way he started, I'll back him to draw another counter here.
Final bowl on its way for end 4. Jono Voigt holding shot. Needs to pull up. Latches on him, might take some speed off him. Does do just that. He will collect 2 shots, gets himself to double figures. Nearly halfway there, Sam.
Yeah.
4 ends played.
Yeah, not wrong. It's a fair start. Fair start, 10-1. Singles is a big mental game as well. You've got to be wondering what's going through Ash's head. Just needs to reset. As you said, we only played 4 ends. Long way to go in the game. Start getting him close, getting his rhythm.
Not too far away once again, Jono Voigt. What a start. Ash under the line. Got the weight pretty well right.
And a good area again here, Jono. Just added a touch. Pretty well played again.
Yeah, gets a turn out of his own the wrong way, but it does change the way it looks. Probably a better setup for him current.
Yeah, Ash just has to draw it cold. Don't have that bowl to sit.
Speed was good enough on the first attempt. Can he correct his line? Looks quicker. Getting some jack. It's a pretty good shot in the end. 2 down to 1 up. Ash Halls, well played.
Shot ball is 2 inches in Front of the jack.
Expect Jono confident down here on the back end. Trail the jack, get a turn out of his own.
Probably want to stay on as well, Sam. Gives his next one a really good option if he misses. Not far away. Jono Voigt just turning under. Maybe lacking a foot or so.
Just that weight, probably his line's probably good. Just even a yard, like he would have stayed up, but it's another second. He's got options depending on what Ash puts down here. Ash needs a close one. Beats the wing one, he's pretty good.
One down, 3 seconds, Jono Voigt. Sam, put yourself in Jono's shoes right now. You're walking back to the mat. Are you going to go on and try and play that toucher on the backhand, or you try and poke that ball through?
I think you'd probably add that more. Play the 6 foot. You could probably just lose your bowl. Get the bowl. The way that's got that little bit of turn, you could probably still get the jack with a just ditch weight. That's what he's looking like doing.
Jono Voigt on the backhand.
Asking for it to hold.
Bowl onto his red one.
Played it well.
Yeah, it's a good effort. I guess, Sam, that shot maybe came down to personal preference for Jono. Played it a bit quicker than how you called it.
Yeah, I think so. It's probably just that play it with more confidence than less. A bit more direct. Back yourself just to stand up and get it, really.
That's it. So if he held on a little bit longer, Jono's bowl would have gone through that red shot bowl of Ash's. Probably sticks around for 3 shots, if not definitely 2. Not the case. Ash Halls with the opportunity to add a second. Is he going to hang enough? Speed more the problem than anything. Does get himself to 2 shots, 5 ends played. Still trails by 8 in this Paladin State Singles Final. Ash Halls, Jono Voigt. Anyone who's just joining us, Jono Voigt absolutely in control from the start. First 2 ends collecting 2 maximums. If you're tuning in, let us know who you are going for. Got the ladies final also occurring next door. We see that's still pretty tight. 4-2 on the screens if you were quick enough to see this scoreboard in the background. Now 5-2. And Ash Halls and number 6 starting to find his rhythm.
Fair bit shorter this end as well than the one previously back this way. Still a short one, but it's got the mat up further. They're started by Jono again. Ash is close here. Can he get back to the bowl? Well played. Good shot.
It's a great bowl from Ash. Jono not to be disheartened by it though. Plays a similar shot. Draws a little toucher. He's 2. That bowl coming back a long way.
Did come. I sort of didn't think he was going to quite get back that far, but it's a fair follow-up. It's a 1 to Ash, but it's a very good second wood. Something to work with. Forcing Ash to switch over to the backhand, which is the wider hand.
Both his bowls to turn up. Slides underneath. Can make it back up to the jack. Off of Jono's bowl. Just a touch too tight on this occasion.
He's found his touch though this end, Ash. 4 good weighted bowls. It's been a little bit all over the shop for him, the way he started this game, but just starting to find it. And he's going to get a bad result there. Jono turns it in for 2 down. We play good weight, just that touch wide. Plenty of options trailing the jack, sitting any of the bowls.
Still just, shot doesn't really change for Ash here, I wouldn't have thought. Still on the backhand, gets a turn out of any of his 2 short bowls. If he misses everything, he finishes past. You know, Jono's not going to be short to this when it's his opportunity. Track's better than his previous attempt. It's a pretty good shot. Probably a little bit stiff to get the jack back there, Sam.
Yeah, I think so. Kind of makes it a bit harder for Jono though, but does give you more room for the full draw, or does have the option play weight up through his front one.
He's drawing so well at the moment, Sam. You'd have to think he just backs himself to draw this off. At the same time, that backhand swinger would look quite enticing.
He's going to the backhand.
Needs to hold. Doesn't. Slides underneath. Ash strings 2 ends together. Wait for the official count.
In the tape out. Looks like 2 on the screen, but obviously no. Jono says don't worry about it.
Just as Ash's right knee hits the ground, it got all the way down, Jono said, nah, get up, mate. I'll give you the 2 shots. So strings 2 ends back to back, gets himself to 4. Jono Voigt 10. 6 ends played, first to 21. Paladin State Singles Final. If you're in the market for a new club uniform, whether you are in South Australia or anywhere else in Australia, Paladin is the place to go. Ash missing his first one. Jono Voigt played it pretty well. A couple of feet short.
Just pulled up short again. It's gone a bit longer than what he did the last end. Jono got the legs here. He's on a really good line.
It's important for him to reach here, Sam. Track has been okay so far.
He's got to run out of puff again. Plenty of room. Just needs to add a couple feet here, Jono. Looks like he's got more speed.
Well, he Runs into his bowl coming up. It's a pretty good result. Ash under pressure once again, 2 shots down. Just the 1 bowl to play.
He's having a bit of look at angles as well. Could swap over the forehand, just a confident draw up and turn his own, but calls one to Jono. Could turn his front up, but it's only dangerous if he is tight and he gets that his closest one to the line and turns Jono in for another freebie. Does rip a lot that end, so if you're there, you're probably fairway tight.
And to that point, you should be clearing the front.
Yeah. And to that point, he's playing back end anyway. So he's just going to go and draw the shot down here.
As Smithy always says, hasn't played a bad bowl from the tent all night. You and I are in the same boat there, Sam.
100%.
Is he going to get up off of these? Doesn't want to make connection on that front bowl of his. Doesn't. Makes no effect on the head, though. Not playing that hand all that bad, Sam, but definitely not nailing it. Do you think if you were in Ash's shoes, would you switch over to the other side?
Probably not. It'd probably be worth a look, especially the way sort of scoreboard is, and his weight's not too bad, but he just not finding that line. So swap over, go the other hand, just chuck it out. You know it's coming home. Just needs to find a way to put Jono under a little bit more pressure.
That's it. Jono with a freebie. Clears his front. He's very close. You're going to run out of steam. Flops. I think that's still in.
Probably done enough.
Just depends if this looks in on the stream, but it's always hard to tell. Two balls out already. Oh, Jono, what a funny man. Just playing with the measure a little bit, trying to pretend to Ash that it wasn't reaching. Not the case. The current score, 7 ends played down here at Club Holdfast in the Paladin State Singles Final. Jono Voigt, so far, Sam, putting on a bit of a clinic.
Sure is. He's really putting his foot down here. Putting Ash under the pressure. He's got the scoreboard pressure and he's definitely got more in the area.
I think you summed it up really well in that last end, Sam. Ash really just got to try and find a way to put Jono under a little bit of pressure. Really hasn't so far in this game.
No, he just needs to try and fight a little bit of momentum back. So fair start there. A few more like that. First, second bowl. Forces Jono onto the backhand. He's been playing that forehand pretty well. Saying that, this is a pretty fair switch. Just trickles through.
Ash looking to get a turn out of his front one. draw another one close. It's a great shot. It back flops though. That is going to be in some trouble.
Say same bowler gets it, but he's switching the forehand quick. Swinging up there.
Needs to do some holding on. Up to the jack. Well, gets the piece of jack, gets it out of bounds. It's a pretty good result for Jono. 2 down. Unfortunate for Ash. Almost played that second one too good.
Jono says throw him back. Good conversion. He's drawing them. He's hitting them. He's doing everything he needs to right now. It's probably Ash's best start too. First 2 bowls. Bang, bang. Unfortunately with the second one, just framed it up a little bit too nice.
Well, as Ash goes to a toilet break, Jono, roll the jack and get a first crack at nailing it once again.
I think Ash's worst fear here is to walk out the door and see Jono having another front toucher.
Sun starting to set here at Club Holdfast. See how sharp an angle that shadow that Jono casts, and the rink next door. Green speed probably not changing just yet, Sam, but we have had a couple of showers today, in fact. Not having any effect on the way the green is running right now.
Jono's just lining up to bowl Ashes. He's always having a good time, Jono.
Certainly is. Certainly is. Umpire Kevin in the background, begging for another opportunity to go measure something. It's been fantastic all week though, Kevin. Been here, I think, every day.
Yep, I was about to say, hats off to all the volunteers and to Bowls say. I'll say it instead of you pumping your own tyres up. It's been a great week. Club Holdfast, all the umpires, all the members of Holdfast and the Bowls say another successful Champions Week, and we get to cap it off with the big one here, the state singles final.
That's it. Can Ash Halls wrestle this game back? 8 shots down. So many shots he lost in the first 2 ends. This final. Keep letting us know in the comments where you're tuning in from, who you're barracking for the ladies' final next door. Yvonne Kelly, Anna Panchawa. Jono just a touch wide. Still a little bit of breeze about, Sam. It's sort of been here all week. Not playing too much of an effect on the bowls at the moment, though.
Not too bad. It's just a little bit breezy. It's probably calmer than a couple of the past 2 days. I think this game's sort of been the most windiest out of all of them. And then it drops off as the night goes on. Jono just asking who's holding. Still plenty of room there, back down on the forehand.
Looks under the line. Speed's enough. It would have been enough anyway.
Might still count. Areas here by Ash. Play this very well. Gets a touch on the jack. Just goes under. A little touch down the line would have been big for him there.
Fallen away as well, Sam, so you'd have to think Jono's probably just the one down. Seemed like before that ball, marker Rob indicated that he was one up.
I think he's saying one and a measure for 2 seconds. So that'll dictate on whether Jono tries to go the bowl. Probably still has the option of he's going the bowl.
So as you called, Sam, Jono Voigt running on the forehand. Can he get this bowl through? Needs to turn a bit more. Not quite. What a great attempt.
It was a great look, but this is probably Ash's best opportunity right here. 2-foot trail, and he can get a little number back himself. I would not be shy with this one.
I like the call, Sam. Can't really give it away. Ash Hall's on the forehand. Can he get a little bit of jack movement? Definitely tight and maybe lacking just a little bit of speed.
That's a missed opportunity there. He really had nothing to lose. Even if he was wide and sat in the wing one.
Well, it didn't look like there was any touch there, so it looks like it will be 2 shots. Maybe check the front one as well. So it must have been a little touch on that front bowl of Jono's. So Ash picks up 1 shot, takes himself to 5. 8 ends played. Ash still trailing by 7 shots.
So on 4 of the last 6 ends though.
Just about to say something similar, Sam. It's no one's, as much as Jono has been in control, neither player's been able to string too many ends together. 2 being the maximum back-to-back ends. Ash Hall's end number 9 with a fantastic start.
That's what he needs more of out of his first bowl if he's going to go on to win this tonight. First bowl pressure. Always important in this discipline, and Jono has had a great reply here. Just gets the shot back himself. Anything you can do, I can do better.
So not much to correct on for Ash. Can be a nice positive draw up. Can work off Jono's back up. Just going to slide under. Speed was pretty good.
Jono not a mile away here. Can he get back to the red bowl? Great shot, Jono Voigt. Ash Hall's look for the same weight, add another 2 feet. 2 feet on that last line probably nearly gets him to the jack. It's a mighty effort, but probably just lacking that speed again.
Probably made it just a touch better for him, Sam, getting a half a roll from Jono's bowl there. Gives him a look at the jack at the very least. Can Jono draw a front toucher.
Having a crack.
Well, could be of value. He does get last bowl with this end anyway. You'd have to think Ash has got to be up and into this. Maybe another... Maybe again, Sam, maybe some personal preference on weight choice.
Yeah, I think so. Like, you hit it, should kill. Plenty of options. I would suspect forehand. As he plays backhand.
Well, I'll be honest, I thought backhand was probably the better option. Forehand, you're
Not quite as much weight.
so just arriving. Can sit the shot bowl. Poke the jack through the hole. Lacking all the speed. Oh. Maybe a little bit personally baffled a bit by that speed then, Sam. I'm not sure about you, but I would have thought he would have been really up and into that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, yeah, as you said, personal preference, backhand, forehand. I was thinking forehand, swing, quick, kill. But, don't know. Tried to draw it. Just that line again. He's played that hand pretty good weight, but just not finding the line there.
So nice, wide, safe draw here from Jono. Didn't want to poke the jack through. We sort of thought Ash would have played at the bare minimum in terms of speed. Jono collects 2 shots, takes himself to 14. So 9 ends played. Of course, irrelevant in the game of singles. First to 21 in this Paladin State Singles Final. Jono Voigt absolutely leading the way in this clash. Ash going to need to hang on or latch on. Latches onto that shot bowl of Jono's, played it well. Do turn a long way from there, Sam.
Pretty good look. Very nice house.
Ash needs to maintain that positive draw style he had on the first. Out in a very wide line here. It's coming back a long way.
Chance here for Jono. Keep the same weight. Tighten it up. Trail the jack. Sit the bowl. He's on the chase.
Holds to the bowl. He's played it well. Gets the jack. Played it very well as well. Underneath. Still another good second. So Ash Halls needs a close bowl. Would love to change the way this looks. He's on a better line. Is he going to hold enough? Has held enough. I think that'll be 2 shots.
Gives Jono another option though. Nothing for wide for Jono here. Get the jack in, even if he uses that last one. Slide off it, get the jack down the line. Could see a little bit more of a positive shot here.
John Voigt playing weight on the forehand, needs to hold. Well, that is unlucky. Just a slight touch on both of his bowls, flicks them both out. Probably going to be 3 shots down here. Ash Halls the chance to draw a 4th. Plenty of room for Ash. On a nice wide line. Only got to get in front, inside of that left red bowl of his. He's played this very well. Fantastic shot from Ash Halls. I believe it's going to be a count of 4.
Jono played that in pretty well. Got a bad result. Looks like he's going to drop the full count. That's bowls, I guess, isn't it?
That's it. 4 shots. Mark of Rob just having a little bit of a problem with the old paddles.
A little bit stuck together there.
Still absolutely game on here, Sam. 5 shots the difference. First at 21.
Fighting his way back into this Ash. As we spoke about, just that bit more pressure on Jono, and he has picked up these last few ends. More bowls in the head. But again on this backhand, he's got lovely weight, but he's just cutting across. He's playing this side of the green well back to the club, but I think you're right, probably would be worth a change-up. Jono forces him to change.
Could this be a blessing in disguise for him, Sam?
Could be. Nails it. Gets the feel of it out there.
Seen it does turn a long way on this hand.
There we go.
Played it well. That puts some wind in the sails.
It's what we've been asking for. I think it's Jono's first look out here too. Hasn't been out there often.
Nail it again. Ash Halls on the forehand. Looks on a tighter line.
Not weight though.
It's a good shot. Holding 2. Can he correct here, Jono? First one probably quick more than anything. Again, flops over. I think it's still the 2 shots to Ash Halls, who'd be looking to just draw once again.
Oh, he's played 2 good forehands out there. Same bowl again. Make it count and hold 3. We'll certainly be putting the pressure back on Jono.
Forehand. Ash Halls, can he draw a third shot? Looks like he's played it pretty well. Doesn't want him to move the jack too far. That is going to be fine. Probably still just the 2 shots, but it's a far better 2.
Definitely a better 2.
It's a bowl just outside of picture at the moment, just below that finals tag.
Still not too bad of a shot on for Jono here, though. Plays the same weight, tightens it up a bit, can sit the shot bowl.
No reason not to arrive at this one for Jono. Clears the front, he's very close. Not going to. Maybe not quite enough to, does stick around, but maybe not quite enough to reduce. So it will be 2 shots. Ash Halls gets himself to double figures. 11-14. Game well and truly on.
And he gets himself back in this game just as the sun is nearly set here. The whole green is in full shade now, so conditions will start to change. The green will start to drop a touch, so for all the work Jono did when the sun was up, it's a pivotal point to go again now. 3-shot lead. Anyone's ball game. Off to a good start again. Very well played there, Ash Halls.
Yeah, really found his rhythm the last few ends, hasn't he, Sam? Struggled and wrestled with the weight, especially early. Jono Voigt. Wow, he is close. What an effort. We just changed his target ever so slightly then, Sam, trying to get as close as he can to that bowl of Jono's. Played it well.
He beats it to a good house. Jono wouldn't really change much here. Just missed the jack on the way through the last bowl. He's having a little look again.
Mighty effort.
Ash again, just looking to beat those wing ones. If he slips through, he's going to get to a really good house. Played it well.
Can Jono get this jack or shot bowl on the move?
Great shot, Jono Voigt. Sits the bowl clean with a touch. He had 2 good looks at it. Got it with a 3rd.
And a tough shot to play too, Sam. Not much of a target area. 1 bowl and a jack.
Gives a big confident draw here. Doesn't need it to go far. He can draw it off the way the forehand comes home. He's having a look. He's had a mighty effort. Rob puts up the blue. I was going to call it a stick. What's it called? Marker.
Paddle.
Paddle. The blue paddle.
Tough shot then for Ash. Didn't really have a whole lot on outside of trying to draw that off. I mean, there was that bowl, that red bowl pass, but oh, you can really only see a edge of the jack at best.
Yeah, not a lot of room for Jono. Not sure how much intent he'll be playing this with.
Yeah. Well, he disguised it pretty well. He's gone pretty close. Reasonable shot. Jono, an absolute bomb to get control of the mat once again. Takes himself to 15. Ash trails on 11. 12 enders played, however irrelevant. It's first to 21 in this state singles final. The ladies scored down the bottom. Yvonne Kelly still in the lead over Anda Panchawat. Of course, she watched her in the semi-final in the previous stream, knocking over her auntie and clubmate, Carly Moffat. Jono Voigt, longer length end. Just slides through. We've seen how much the jack moves in these games, so absolutely in the game there.
And Ash is stuck with the forehand side.
There we go, Sam. So that previous end, we were begging him almost at a point to get out there, give it a crack. Wasn't really finding it on the back end. Moves to the forehand. However,
still narrow.
Repeating the same mistakes he was making on the backhand. So we've seen all week as well, Sam, going this way. They're just poking into a little bit of breeze. Back towards the clubhouse on the previous end. A little bit of a tail breeze. So Ash just trying to confirm how far short his bowl was. Doesn't need to correct much in terms of weight. Another foot. If he's got that foot, he's played this very well. It's well played from Ash. Jono with a bit of a license to arrive on that backhand now. Got a bowl to work off, a bowl to sit. Looks wide.
Ash will want to count here, but probably doesn't want to give Jono much of a target. He's got the back two.
Yeah, he would have.
Sure.
Doesn't change Jono's shot. Though I reckon if I was Ash, Sam, I would have been trying to tuck that jack away and miss past.
Yes, 100%. Jono's got options. He can sit the bowl if he gets the jack on the move, or he just draws the shot.
So 2 shots down on a tighter line, down to weight. Or turning. Not going to be second shot. Ash with a freebie. I reckon he'd be on the backhand here, Sam. Wouldn't want to turn that last bowl of Jono's in. Not only just to second wood, but would hate to turn it in for shot. So Toom will see him on the backhand, trying to draw.
Yeah, it's one and a measure. Even if he turns his own, wing one over, make it definite for 2. Slide underneath for 2 and a look for 3, but he's staying on the forehand. In fairness, he hasn't been wide, so there's probably a little chance that he'll turn it up for shot.
Yeah, I guess, I mean, the hard part with the forehand is that easy to talk yourself into being short. The backhand had all the options in the world, couldn't give it away. Either way, he does collect 2 shots. Takes himself to 13, trailing by just 2. Thirteen ends played, first to 21. Ron Kelly just poking her nose in front as well in the other final. Playing under 18 state squad member Anda Panchawat. Pretty cool effort to make state final as a junior. Has been done before. John Voigt, what a start. What a reply from Ash Halls as well. Around the front, gets back to the jack.
Confident draw here for Jono. Turn his own, trail the jack. Misses, you get to a good house.
Drew the shot on the forehand, switches to the backhand, his bowl coming up. Would be pretty happy if he does slide something past. Doesn't really want to change the way this looks too much. Well, he has, and he's paired his own bowls up. Seen Jono play these a couple of times on the stream this week. Can he sit these bowls through? Got one at the very least.
It's a good shot.
I think he's going to end up with 3 seconds here, Sam. Ash, very important for him to draw another one. Cannot afford to not have a bowl in the area here.
Back over the forehand. Could have nearly just played the same bowl. Get a turn out of his shot bowl.
I guess the only risk is pairing them up, Sam. That may be the only thought he's got. On that backhand, needs to turn. Needs to keep turning. He's played it pretty well. Very well, in fact. I think it's going to be 2 shots.
Good shot. Trying to go back to the forehand as well. Beat the last. Draw a toucher for 2. Turn his own up.
Nice, confident draw on the forehand.
Played it well. Nearly got back for shot. Definitely cut one out.
So confirmed, 1 shot to Ash Halls. Right, we're back here. Ash Halls trailing by just 1 shot after being down by a pretty whopping number, dropping 2 4s on the first 2 ends. However, crawled his way and arm wrestled his way right back into this match. 14-15. The ladies' final also occurring next door. Yvonne Kelly still got her nose in front. Jono Voigt, what a reply. Getting some touch on the jack. We've had a very slight change in the commentary tent here. Sam Denton just stepping out for a second. We're joined with Bowls SA President Tim Dodds. Welcome, mate.
Isaac, thank you for that. And we certainly haven't sacked Sam. It's just that I want to take this opportunity as we come to the conclusion of what has been a fantastic week, just to acknowledge the commentary. I'll get to you in a minute, Isaac, but I just want to thank the others, Scotty, Karen Gatto, Andrew Smith, Sam, who's still here. Is that all? And certainly yourself, Isaac. The commentary has been exceptional, and it's certainly added to the live stream. And I'll hand back to you for this one.
Yeah, Jono Voigt drawing another second shot. Drawing absolutely superbly tonight, especially as the conditions just start to change a little bit with the sun setting here at Club Holdfast. The light's starting to take an effect.
And before I do hand back to, as Ash just slides past there, before I do hand back to Sam, I just want to compliment the Bowls SA staff. I think for those of you that have been down here for the week, the weather's been on our side. I think from what I've heard, people have enjoyed the week enormously. And I think it would be remiss of me just not to acknowledge the effort that the Bowls SA staff have put into this week. You're here, Isaac, I know. Lucy's inside. It has been an enormous effort by you guys, and on behalf of the board, it is greatly appreciated. And on those words, I'll hand back to Sam.
Thank you, Tim. So Ash walks back to the mat here, 2 down. Had a nice little drive then. I think he's got to go again here, Sam. Jono's the last one, slides 2-3 feet past the jack. Thoughts?
Yeah, I definitely agree. He's got change over the forehand now, though. You'd think he'd still be going. Unless he's trying to just play 2 foot. Looks like he's just trying to play the trail the jacks hit the bowl.
Reasonable attempt. Reasonable attempt. Doesn't want the jack down the line.
It's a fair pill. Probably done enough to get the shot. Maybe. See what Rob signals. He has too. That's a fair bowl. That's just backing yourself on that forehand. Trail the jack. But in saying that, does Jono have 3 seconds?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He at least sit in the bowl trailing the kitty back. Nothing can really go wrong for him.
So yeah, reaching on this backhand, needs to hold on. Slides through the gap under the jack. Turns a little more, he gets to his own. He probably gets back pretty close to the jack, if not the shot bowl. Maybe a little bit unlucky.
One to Ash Halls makes it 15 all. What a fight back this has been. He's done all the hard work to get himself back into this. Can he finish it off?
It's a great call, Sam. 15 all, 15 ends played. Let us know in the comments where you're tuning in from, who you're barracking for. What a fight back this has been from Ashley Halls. Can he nail his first one here? John Voigt. Speed is immaculate. Just under the line.
Just needs to adjust his weight. He looks like he has. Oh, he's just dropped a touch more, but probably enough for a shot.
Drawing very well again, Jono. Flops in. Can Ash draw inside that last bowl of Jono's on a wide arc? They do turn. They do turn. Played it well. Wrestles the shot back.
Maximum for Jono right here is drawing a toucher. Tuck it away for 3. Not a bad area. Not a bad crack here by Jono Voigt. Oh, he's probably drawn the shot maybe.
Yeah, I think he's done enough to draw the shot there, Sam. It's a good call.
Gave it a crack for the jack.
Can't recall exactly where that other bowl of Ash Halls's is, but it's not past. He'll find himself just trying to dead draw. It is past. There you go. Be a nice positive draw up at this, wouldn't you?
I think so.
Turns onto the jack, sits that shot bowl of Jono's. Gets that jack moving. Can make it off of his wide one as well. Oh, it looks wide. Looks wide. The speed was good.
Here we go. Big opportunity here. Trail the jack a foot. Last time this game was all square, Jono got a 4. It was a long time ago. But
End one.
End one. He has a chance here.
Six-inch toucher here, Sam. He's nearly a full count. Hard to tell on the body language. Maybe looks wide.
Trying to come home. Got to hurry now.
Oh, Jono Voigt. What a shot. I think he's drawn a second. If that one comes out, second one looks like it's definitely in. He puts himself in front with 2 shots, takes himself to 17. Ash not able to wrestle back to get in front just yet.
Not yet, no. That's big for Jono there. Drew 2 hoppers. Keeps his nose in front. Jump on with his first hit.
That's it. Does a lot for the confidence too.
And he's actually changed to the forehand too. He's put the backhand away, back this way. That's a pretty fair start. Just on the back side of it.
Ash following down on that forehand. He's put it out on a wide line, potentially the first time all night. This one's going to land on the professional side. It's a great shot.
Doesn't look a bad area here, Jono.
And he's hit the bowl. Nice positive draw. Ash. First one was a good one. Second one not far away. It's going to turn to just under jack high. Jono, positive draw again. Sits either of these two bowls, gets that jack moving. Has he played it better than his last? He has, but not good enough, Sam.
He's nearly played it brilliant there, but he hasn't changed it. Ash is still holding 2.
Shot ball, second.
Gets that bowl a bit fatter, he probably sits for shot.
So important for Ash to get one past here.
On a good track again.
Just gets past, but
Same bowl for Jono.
yeah, another positive draw for Jono. I mean, he squeezes this jack through. Could be 3 or 4 shots if he gets it really right.
If not, just hits one of the bowls for shot.
That's it.
Options. Same bowl, see what happens.
That's it. Can't play any more weight than, well, all of 3 feet. Doesn't want to turn his own out and give Ash an opportunity to draw for 4. Jono Voigt. What a shot. Latches onto that short bowl. Back flops for shot. Gets a little touch as well. So very, very well played.
Playing some big ones at the moment, Jono. 2 down again. Draws the shot. What's Ash got here? Forehand toucher, or he's up on the backhand. Sitting Jono through the jack. He's going forehand. Still got the option of getting him through. Sit in the bowl.
Doesn't want to half the jack and poke it through though, Sam. So weight selection is going to be important. Just under the line. Jono. Just that little bit closer. First to 21, 18 shots.
Despite the 4 fingers, there's only one.
Halls trails on 15.
cheekiness.
Gotta have a bit of fun. No matter what the...
Yeah, mate, you gotta.
A relatively long end for Jono. For those of you just joining us, Ash Halls versus Jono Voigt, this men's state singles final, brought to you by Paladin Sports. Jono Voigt putting on a bit of a clinic early, Sam, but Ash Halls really wrestled his way back into this competition.
Yeah, he's fought his way back very well. So down 10-1 early, got back to 15 apiece. And Jono, the last two ends, has played big bowls to put it back out to 18-15. Good follow up there by Ash.
Jono, has he played this one better? Not quite. Slides past in the game. Ash. He's drawn this quite well. Gonna hold two shots.
Good line here by Jono. Giving himself a chance. He wants to eat it. Just slipped under. Ash is changing to the backhand. Plenty of room to make this one count for three. Probably Jono's loosest end.
Yeah, it's a very good call, Sam. Well, Ash has got to be disappointed with that. I think Jono's probably going to be back on the draw. 2 down. Would hate to go through that same gap. Can miss wide of the jack, can miss under the jack and still get nothing. Ash draws another one for 3, which would get them back to all square.
In the last two ends, Jono has played 2 bombs with his last bowl. So having a look on the forehand.
Jono Voigt, 2 shots down. Can he draw one in?
Dropped all the way.
Well, Ash Halls with a little freebie. If he really wanted to get adventurous, Sam, what's a little foot or 2 foot touch of nearly makes 4.
Yeah, well, on that backhand, you see the way it turns, there's probably a chance happening. You chuck it out, let it rip home. Dead weight, move the jack. But for him,
That's it. His bowl coming up as well. His bowl to sit if he's a touch wide. I think he can afford to have that foot or 2, Sam. 4 shots would see him in front for the first time this game. Played it very well nonetheless. Will bank 3 shots, gets them all square. 18 all, first to 21. Ash Hall's playing quite well.
Ash Hall's got the mat back. It's gone back to the short length. Mat up, jack back. Got Dodsey back in the box for a minute as Isaac takes a quick spell.
Another good start by Ash. I guess it's typical of a final, Sam. It's tight all the way through, and now we get down to the business end.
That's exactly right. These players are here for a reason. They've been in great form over the whole tournament. Great reply there by Jono.
Yeah, great shot.
They won through their sections, got through the knockouts to make it to today. Knocked off some hot competition on the way through as well.
Just while Jono's bowl's coming down in the ladies' finals, tightened up very quickly in the last few ends. 16-14. Anna Panchwant has just scored 3 to take her score to 14, so that one's tightening up as well. Just waiting for Ash. Make an inquiry with the umpire, the marker.
Too wide. Doesn't like it.
They do turn a bit, and probably a lot better than he probably thought. I think he gave that one up early, but probably a better result than he thought.
It's a handy second wood. Big bowl for Jono here because Ash, I know they're a fair way away, but Ash has the next 3. Good area, Jono.
Yep.
All down a weight.
And he's not far away again, Sam. Oh, gee whiz, that pulled up quicker than I thought it was. I'm not sure he'll be happy with that.
Probably takes Ash's line away for the bowl, though. The only positive for him.
Just while Ash is pondering his next bowl and walking back to the mat, I might also take this opportunity to thank Spacequake, who do our live stream. They have been fantastic this week. The vision has been exceptional, and to the boys that have been on the camera tripod, in some pretty breezy and cold conditions, we really appreciate it. So thanks very much. Right, as this bowl comes down, the big bloke's back at the tent, so here he is.
That's just changed to the backhand there. Would have been a very tight line to get through to get to the jack. But he goes under. Jono with 1. He can draw another counter here. He can go to the last end needing 1 shot to go out. Two foot on his last. Line was great. He's on a good line again. It's down to his speed. Oh, he's had it. That's a fair pill.
I was going to say, I think he's done enough here, Sam.
Going to get the tape out. I thought he was just pulling up a bit shorter than that, but got an extra roll out of it. Done it easy.
He has. So Jono Voigt collects 2 shots, gets himself to 20, first to 21.
Is he running this in or not? Oh, yeah, he is. Stepping up to the mark. Matt on the magpie.
It's piping strike.
Piping strike, sorry.
Come on, mate. Where's the South Australian in you?
Piping striker. I think Jono will be flying around like a piping striker if he eats this.
Can he sink this jack? Forehand. No. Played it tight. So Ash, forehand draw. It's a reasonable effort. Pulling up a touch short.
Just got the breeze kicked up as well. Tailwind for the boys coming straight over their right shoulder. Lovely speed.
So Ash, not much to correct on in his first attempt. 2 feet, gets the job done. He's played it well.
Thought he was a bit closer than that. Looked like he was running out. Jono, keep the speed. Touch wider. If he jumps on the jack right now, it's going to make it very hard.
Just flopped over, so I reckon Jono's going to have shot now.
Ash asking just to come and have a look, as he's only played 2 bowls. It's one of those little rules in the book.
Yeah, and I think under the circumstances, you couldn't possibly say no.
Same line, adds 2 feet. Plays a bomb. If not, Jono gets another crack at it.
On the forehand, needs another roll. He doesn't want to sit anything a bowl wide of jack high. Ash hauls. What a shot. Gets it in for the shot.
Wonder if he's done enough to make it 2. No, thanks, Rob. Right on time. I was going to say he's giving himself a chance, but well, I thought he nearly gave himself a chance to make 2 and Ash himself draw it for game, but neither one.
Only the one shot down here, Jono. Needs this one to turn. Needs it to turn more.
Great shot, Jono Voigt.
Flops in for shot, holding game. Ash Hall's 1 bowl to come. It's wow, what a tricky one for Ash here, Sam. Nothing past the jack.
Yeah, he's either... Well, he's really just got a full dead draw, turn his own. Jono got back to a great spot there, nearly got the whole way back behind the jack. Final on the line right here. Down game.
They do come back from here, Sam. Is this one going to get back, though? No, it is not. Jono Voigt, what a masterclass that really was, Sam. never at any point was he down on that scorecard.
No, he was not. He come out the gates firing, and Ash came back to him, but he played big bowls at the end to wrestle it away, and in the end got him the title.
Certainly did. What a fantastic display of lawn bowls that was. A great game, very worthy of a final. Some big bowls played, some fantastic heads. Paladin State Singles Champion 24-25, John O'Voigt from Adelaide Bowling Club. What a week he's had. Sam, thank you very much for joining us in this stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in. What a week of state finals we've had here at Club Holdfast. Thank you to Paladin. If you're in the market for a new uniform at your club, Paladin is the place to go. Whether you're from South Australia or anywhere in Australia, Cooper's Brewery as well, proud sponsors of this event. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll see you in the next stream.
Oh, maybe a 3.5. But... All right, cheers, thank you. Nobody saw anything?
I was eyeing up 20 all when you ended up last.